Hello and welcome to Ashnomics. Guys, things are getting worse day by day. Management books have become weapons of mass confusion, or rather, destruction. We all know how politicians twist everything to their advantage. But our sacred books of management, not that. That's not fair. They want to compete with successful corporate leaders, but what they lack is formal education or that scarce commodity called common sense. So what they did, they consulted some management guru to know what these corporate leaders read so that they can do the same. Now poor management guru, he recommended 10 best books to read and practice. But what has happened was, these leaders read not management books which were recommended, but only the titles. The answer is just mayhem, chaos, outrage, disturbance, global warfare, memes. And the guru tried to clarify, but no, they didn't listen. Now what has happened? Now which are those weapons of mass confusion and what the politicians did with that? So you must have heard about the book First Break All the Rules. The book meant challenge outdated norms in leadership and management. And what these guys did, they read only the title of the book and broke everything. All the rules, constitution, promises, supply chains, even chairs in the cabinet room. Some guy was so enthused, he broke the ruler lying on his desk. The guru said, "Sir, this book was about employee engagement, not literally breaking rules, and be the breaking news every night." Now, the second book which this management guru recommended was Disruptive Marketing. The book meant innovate by changing the market narrative. But what these guys did, disrupted education, businesses, economy, roads, transport, truth, fired people, closed departments, and no Thursday press briefings. The guru hit his head on the wall saying, "Madam ji, it said disrupt the market, not the national greed, economy, GDP, or whatever it is called." Third book was Swim with the Sharks. The book meant learn to navigate tough business environments, and it gives some tips. But what these guys did, they hired some guy called Grills or Frills, swam with the crocodiles, mistook predators for partners. Luckily, they didn't actually swim with the sharks. They should have, right? Guru said, "Sir, swim with sharks, not cuddle crocodiles during cabinet outings." Now the fourth book, Growing a Business. What the book meant, the scale sustainably and ethically. But no, they promoted and grew the personal businesses of friends, nephews, yoga teachers, and spiritual advisors. The guru said, "Minister ji, GDP isn't measured in cousin-owned landromats." Now, the fifth book. What is that book? Blue Ocean Strategy. What the book meant, find untapped markets, avoid competition. What they did, took it literally. They banned opponents, put them behind bars, so no competition. Went on boat tours, beach resorts in the blue ocean water, held policy retreats underwater. Now, strategy meant differentiation, not a dolphin diplomacy. The sixth book was leadership, and self deception. What the book meant was leaders must see past their ego and blind spots. What they did? Created national echo chambers, banned mirrors, built giant ego museums, hid their past notorious activities, projected themselves as saviors, which they are not. Basically, started deceiving people. Now it says, you are not a genius just because your advisor is paid to say it. The seventh book, Marketing Warfare. What the book meant was compete strategically in crowded markets and in the manner how military does. What these guys did, declared trade war, food war, meme war, and even escalator war at summits. First they cancelled the treaties, tariffs, then bombed the nations and forced them to negotiate. They are threatening other countries with huge tariff to choke until they agree. If people oppose, throw them out. Now, the Guru said, sir, attacking people and journalists with slogans is not market penetration. That is not what the book meant. Now, the eighth book, Turn the Ship Around. Now you know what this book meant. Empower people, change toxic culture. They did opposite. Sank all public institutions, even the country itself. Brought the toxicity in everything. Appointed cruise ship DJs as policy heads. Not just turning the ship around to do better, but they turned it upside down. Now the Guru said, exasperated, a captain spinning in circles doesn't count as leadership. Now the ninth book, Six Thinking Hats. It's an old book. And what that book meant? Approach problems with different mental modes. The hat was just a metaphor. What they did? Bought several colorful fancy hats. Wore a different one in every state visit or travel. Declared a white hat day and red hat rebellion and etc. Now the Guru said wearing hats doesn't mean you are actually thinking. And now comes the 10th book. The 10th book was The 7-Day Weekend. Simple book, nice book. What the book meant? Advocating for a 7-day weekend where work and personal life blend seamlessly. This isn't about abolishing the work altogether, but rather integrating it with leisure and personal pursuits, creating a more fulfilling and balanced existence for a better progress of the business. But what these guys did, bought personal aircrafts, started roaming around the world for no rhyme or reason, vacationing on the beaches, wildlife safaris, and threw citizens under the bus. Guys, don't turn like your politicians. Don't just read the titles. Please read the whole of these 10 books. I'm trying to find out that management guru who recommended these books and tell him to suggest instead videos of Jay Shetty, Sainek and Wariku. Do you think it will help? Or the politicians will become more active or aggressive and go on lecturing or lecturing all citizens? God forbid. God bless you and the country you are in. Thank you. Let us save the world.